Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the 100 and Ray Allen episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. I'm Nathan. Sitting over here to my right is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, how are you?
How are you?
Oh, I'm great, thank you. I'm tremendous. On cloud 9.
Yeah, you're so
Patriots
good.
had a wonderful draft. We'll get into it. Just everything's coming up. Like, we're trending in the right direction. We have momentum going in the right direction. By me, I mean the Patriots, I mean Boston sports in general, the Celtics, everyone but the Bruins. How are you, though?
I'm doing good every single time. I feel like every single episode, it's always that, and then I go, I'm good. And it's just like, I need something new to say. Like, what should be my new saying? Like, when you say this, like, how are you? What should I say? I mean, like, obviously, like, you have to respond how you're doing. But, like, do people really say anything other than good? If you don't say anything other than good and you're not on a podcast, like, if you're just out on the street.
I know a lot of people that don't say just good.
Who?
Do you want me to just rip off names right now?
Wait, can you just, like, hide the mic and just, like, try to mouth it? Oh, my
Accurate?
God, yes. Yeah. No, 100. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
That's a double D's threes right there. That's great podcasting.
That's honestly so funny. Sending a shout out to all the people that you know and love, that do that. But also to all the people that don't, like thank you to the people that truly know that when you say, hi, how are you? You're just supposed to say good and move on. You're just supposed to say good and move on. That is so funny.
I know.
But you said you're doing tremendous, so it's great.
Yeah, I'm doing tremendously well.
Yeah.
And so are you really good, or are you just saying that to get through the conversation?
Oh no, I'm doing good. I'm actually like I'm like so happy, like off the heels of like officially pulling off a good prank to you last week. Like everyone calls it a TikTok trend, which it is, but like it was a prank, and like for that reason, I think I've watched that clip 1,000 times. But like, who is Jim Pugh to you? And like, I am just obsessed. I'm obsessed. It is so fucking funny. Like every single time.
My name's Nathan and I got got.
I just keep watching it because you are so perplexed. Like you're so bamboozled. You're so confused. And it's
purple
like
X?
Perplexed.
Oh, perplexed.
What?
I thought you said purple
X. I'm not gonna pull a prank on you tonight. Like you like want me to? Like you think I'm gonna say something else in between the words? I'm not.
Piece of hair hanging out.
What?
There you go.
What?
You had a piece of hair that was like.
Just chilling like crazy. Yeah. Thank you for fixing it.
No problem.
You were true.
Thanks.
You were true.
Thanks.
But
another one right here.
Okay, I mean my whole hair is gonna be. It's a frizzy mess. Then is that what you're saying?
No,
it's a frizzy mess.
No, it's not.
It's a mess.
No.
It's a mess.
No.
How many more pieces I have?
I have to sneeze.
God bless you. Two. Bless you.
Thank you.
Crazy.
But no, you got me good. It's probably the best you've ever gotten me.
100%. It's just unbelievable.
I had never been more confused. The amount of times you asked me after, like, what were you thinking? I don't know. I was confused.
Yeah, it's so good. And, like, we went into, like, such a great weekend, too. Obviously, we celebrated your sister's birthday this weekend, but, like, we got to see our niece. And, like, Tatum is just, I mean, there is nothing like it. Like, for real. Like, there is nothing like it. And, like, when people, like, look at her, like, when you upload a picture of her or whatever, and people are like, she's so cute, it's like, no, like, she is, it's unbelievable what type of, like, nugget she is. Like, I just want to hold her all of the time.
Same.
Like, she is just a ball of
literally fighting
punch.
with who could hold her.
No, literally everyone wants to hold her.
And she just lets everyone hold her. She's like, hey, I'm here.
Oh my God, when she grabs for you. Oh,
when she reaches for you?
God.
Is there a better
She was
feeling?
like in the stroller at one point, and like I went to go I was like, okay, like we're gonna go like I was like gonna put her in her car seat, and her hands like went up. Oh my God, forget it. Like I mean, game over. Like I was like, this is just like I'll pick you. I'll literally walk you to where you need to go because I can't put you anywhere. You know what I mean?
It's that feeling, and like when somebody like goes to reach for her and you're holding her and she like
snuggles into you. Oh my God, forget it. You're like, ha ha, sorry. She wants me.
It's her choice. I would.
No,
I mean,
I would, but like it's like don't be rude. She's a
Yeah.
human being.
Yeah.
Like she chose.
Right. You don't want to upset her at this point.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
No, she's so cute. We got a picture today of her eating pasta.
I wouldn't even say I don't know how
wearing
she ate
pasta.
It. Yeah, wearing it at
Ass
this
naked?
point. Yeah, like she's just unreal, Miss Tatum Joe. She is the greatest little bundle of love on the planet. So we love you, Tatum. Just know whenever you listen to this back of your Tia and Tio, just know that we love you so much. It's alarming, like for real. Like
it's alarming how obsessed we are with you.
Yeah. So welcome back to the Double Dose, episode 20. Uno Vente.
12020. So 1,002.
1,000. It's just one, honey. It's just one.
120.
Yeah, I don't know how to say 100 in Spanish.
I think it's cien.
Cien vente. Vente cien.
I could be completely wrong there.
Me too.
I think I am.
Me too. So.
Regardless,
it was a crazy weekend this past weekend for sports, right? And really not sports. I'm just saying sports in general. Like I think it's just football, right? Because the NFL draft was going on.
NFL draft was going on, and the NFL draft never disappoints, especially this year. It doesn't. It's like the genesis of this podcast is relating sports to like reality TV for you,
Yeah,
or just like drama in general. That is, the NFL draft this past weekend was the purest form of reality TV. Like it had my mom talking about it.
Right.
Asking questions.
Right.
About like, what's this going on? Like, who's this guy that's following through the draft? Like, what's going on?
Right. What's happening here?
What's happening here?
Well, also, I feel like last week we didn't really set the stage for people who like don't know what the NFL draft is. The NFL obviously holds a draft to draft rookie players, kids from college to go into the NFL, and there's 6 rounds.
7 rounds.
6 or 7. Okay, 6 or 7. 7 rounds that you go through, but each round, like each team gets to pick. It's like 32, right? Each round's 32.
Yeah, but it gets confusing towards like round 3 and on because there are different ways that teams can earn additional picks. So it's not as clean cut as 32.
But like
picks.
each round
that
is
is the
32.
that is the idea.
32 picks,
At least,
basically.
at
Yeah.
least.
So each team gets to select a player that they want, and then they go through and so on and so forth. So obviously there's people that are going to be at the top of the list, like the best of the best players. So it's like, think about like when people say you're going, if it's like Real Housewives, say you're going on like your ultimate girls trip. Like you want to have people that are going on your ultimate girls trip with you, Real Housewives ultimate girls trip.
Okay.
Which housewife are you going to bring? Like, and then you draft people, like your first rounders, like people who I would pick. Dorit, Lisa Barlow, Nicole from Miami, you know, like the people that you want. And then obviously like there are some stragglers. So it's like, imagine you and all your friends are picking who you want to go on the girls trip with you. So it's like, say I picked Dorit, but then say you picked Lisa Barlow. So now I'm like, okay, who's next? So it's like they go through all the people that wow them, that they like, that they have a connection to.
Yep.
And someone who, unfortunately, everyone thought was really going to wow people, right, was a man or a boy.
A man. He's
a guy?
A man. He's in the NFL. He's a man.
When do we start transitioning from calling boys to men?
I think like 18, they become like young men.
Oh, yeah, young
17.
men. Yeah.
And at some point...
I feel like it like transitions to like guy, right? Like
yeah, but
from boy to guy to man.
Yeah, I think young man to man, but I think like if you're gonna make it into the NFL, I think like you're a fucking man. Like those are men amongst men.
But like, if you're talking about like someone who's like 18, like you're gonna be like, yeah, he's a young man.
No, because there's no 18-year-olds in the NFL. You have to be out of high school for 3 years.
No, but I'm saying like you're saying like at 18 they change over to young men, so it's like. But have you ever referred to an 18-year-old as a young man? Like you would say like this guy, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Oh, you're not really talking about young men often.
Yeah, I don't think I really associate myself with 18-year-old boys very often.
So see, you say boys.
Yeah.
So
I was a boy at 18, 19, 20. I was a boy at 24.
Okay.
25.
Let's not get crazy. So
True.
then there was this guy, young man, Shedeur, right?
Yep.
Shedeur Sanders, who was like a big name in football because his dad, Deion Sanders, was like a very loud, lively man. Think of it's like Gia from Real Housewives of New Jersey, like Teresa Giudice, her daughter Gia, who's now on her own show. I forgot what that show is even called, but it's like Teresa's daughter. So it's like Deion Sanders is Teresa, like someone who's very like known in their universe, the NFL, very successful in their field, and is also very like outspoken.
Yes.
So now Gia's coming in.
Yes.
And now it's kind of like, how are we going to handle it?
Yes.
So Shedeur Sanders goes into some of these meetings, right? Or Shedeur Sanders is about to get drafted. It's the draft last week.
Yes.
And everyone's like...
He's projected to go in the top 5 by many
But
people.
why was he projected that?
Because the people that are projecting it are the reporters.
So reporters are like, he's good enough. He is good enough to be...
There was conversation that he was going to be the first overall pick at some point in time. So he's a quarterback. He played at University of Colorado. He finished his career at the University of Colorado because that's where his dad was the coach. Prior to that, when he started his college football career, he was at Jacksonville State because that's where his dad was the coach. His dad was also his coach in high school, middle school, elementary school. So Deion Sanders coached his sons, him and Shiloh Sanders, throughout their lives.
How old Shiloh?
Same age.
Okay.
Or you're probably a year difference, but they either held one of them back or...
So
whatever.
Shiloh is not up for draft yet.
He is. He went undrafted. He signed with the Falcons, I believe.
Wait, why was he not?
Because he's not the quarterback. He's not the guy. He and people also know that he's just not as good.
Okay.
But the thing with Shedeur is that with the buzz around him, and just his talent, he is talented enough. He was talented enough to be a first round pick, if not top 10. Many people said top 5 for a team like the New York Giants who needed a quarterback, right? But talent is only talent. Like,
right.
It's just like any other job. Like, you can have the best resume in the world, but if you go to a job interview like he went to when he met with these teams, and you act like an asshole,
right,
along with the way that you present yourself, even around like, just in general, like, for example, like, he'd win a game in college and put like his diamond studded Rolex on the field and just like hold them up to the fans, like, for no reason.
Like,
you know
why?
what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like literally, why? Like, what is he doing?
Like, what is that role? Like, what does your diamond watch have to do with you winning a game?
What?
You're just obnoxious.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So to your point, it's like, yes, it's like Teresa is Deion, Gia is Shedeur Sanders in this case.
Right.
So if like you're drafting a show.
But what people don't know, because I didn't know this either, and by people, like, I don't know if people are listening and don't understand the draft, like, which I definitely didn't and still kind of don't, but like the players, like, they interview with the teams that like call to them, right? So like before the draft starts, like they'll interview with teams to see if they're a good fit, to see if they like it, to work out with them. So basically like show them like your skills like on the field. Like it's like an in-person interview.
Oh, there's multiple interviews throughout the process. Like it starts at the like college all-star game. So there's something called the Senior Bowl and there's something called the Shrine Bowl. Most players that are gonna get drafted go to either one or the other. If not, if they don't get invited to one of those, they go to a more regional all-star game, right?
Okay.
At those all-star games, they meet with scouts and decision makers, NFL executives, okay? And that's when the interview process really starts. Actually rewind before that. Scouts do go to visit them throughout like the season, their college season, but the process really starts after the college season is over at these all-star games.
Right, so
okay?
they go through like interviews.
Right. The big interview process is at the NFL Combine, which takes place in Indianapolis. That's where you see them like running the 40-yard dash, benching, and everything. But prior to them like doing all the workouts and all on the field stuff.
Right, it's like a job conference. Like it's like a big networking event.
Right. It's like a job fair, like a big job fair.
Right.
Where like you have specific appointments with these teams that put in requests to interview you, and you go through a legit job interview, and then from there after the combine, the teams that want to learn more about you that are really interested invite you. Each team can invite 40 players to come into their facility and interview them in their or work them out in their own facility as well. So like there's just multiple steps to it. And throughout that interview process, Shedeur Sanders, according to reports, allegedly, the same way that he would act on the field and just in general, he was acting in these interviews.
But no one knew that, right, until this past draft had happened.
Yes. Well,
people had said sprinkles of it, right?
Yes, it was alluded to, but the reporters were really beating around the bush because they felt the responsibility of like not like crushing this guy's career before it happens.
Right. So they're like, this guy's acting crazy in these interviews at this job fair, thinking that he's like the best thing since sliced bread. And then what happened was the NFL draft starts, right? So everyone's like, he's going to be picked. Like all these teams would want him. Like he's going to be one of the first picks.
Right. Like he's not going to go past pick 21 because if he's there at 21, Pittsburgh's definitely going to take him. Like that's his floor.
Right.
And then really Pittsburgh, like as he starts to fall, you're like, holy shit, this is real. Like people really are concerned about it.
Because they don't pick him. They get to 21. Pittsburgh doesn't pick him. And it keeps going. And it keeps going and going and going and going. And like
for days.
They made like so then the first draft day, the first round day
was done on Thursday.
Was done. And did Shedeur Sanders build his own draft party room in his house? Did he perform his own song? Yes. Did he have his brand like logoed to everything? Yes. Like he still had his entire crew there, everything, like cameras were still there, like the whole nine, like he did not get selected.
Correct.
So then round 2 happens.
Yeah, Friday's round 2 and round 3. And you're like, a lot of people were like, okay, he's definitely going to go. Like he didn't go in day 1. He's got to go in day 2. Right? And then as you start to go through the second round, you're like, holy shit, like these teams like really don't want him. And then you're like, okay, but like there's no way he's going to escape Friday and be available on Saturday. Lo and behold, he is. No one picks him in round 2 or round 3. And then so the last day of the draft, Saturday, he's still available up until the 5th round. He was picked in pick 144 to be exact. But throughout this process, a lot of people, the talking heads on TV, Twitter, or just in general, are just like had all these ideas of what was going on, right? Like were the owners colluding to keep him and the Sanders family out of the NFL now?
Right.
Well, like what was really going on? Because rewind back into the fall, Deion Sanders was legit saying in press conferences, like, I will handpick where my son goes because he's that good. So fast forwarding to the draft, not only can he not hand select,
no one's selecting.
No one wants him.
Right.
So it was like a complete shock.
Right.
And so do I think that the owners came together and were like, we're not going to pick this kid? No, because he was eventually picked. I think that he just acted like such an asshole throughout the process that no team thought it was worth bringing him in.
Do you think that his dad feels any shame?
Yes.
You think so?
I think deep down he does, but do I think he'll ever admit to it? No.
So it goes the 5th round, right? And he gets selected, and then this anonymous letter comes out, Snooki J-Lo style, J-Wow style, where it's it talks about that, right?
Yep.
So this anonymous letter comes out on what platform other than Twitter, because that is just the platform that every single male is on, which I didn't even know is still a thing. And it comes out with this blurb, right? Can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, so it's just a quote from an alleged NFL executive that was
Is this real though, you think?
I think it's real, yes.
Okay.
I think it's real. And then after this, I want to play a clip from him talking at the Combine just to give context of what he actually sounded like.
Okay.
But this is what the executive said. Quote, "The assessment was true, but it was severely sugar-coated. Imagine Terrell Owens, his father, Chad Johnson, and Jim McMahon multiplied by 10,000. This individual wore so much cologne to the interview assessment that the coach suggested that they go for a walk because he was concerned the individual might faint from the overpowering scent. He wore headphones around his neck with music playing throughout the entire interview and brought his entire entourage to the building. In my 33 years in the NFL, I have never encountered a prima donna of this caliber. When the coach asked where he envisioned himself in 5 years, his reply was, quote, mayor of the city, end quote, followed by a loud laugh and clapping. His quarterback skills are mediocre at best. If he were playing in the SEC, we wouldn't even be having this conversation because he wouldn't have been a starter. And let's say hypothetically someone does draft him and they lose their first 4 or 5 games. Do you think an organization wants to hear him complain with his father screaming racism or critiquing the coaching staff on ESPN about why his son is a subpar player? No team needs or wants that distraction. The defensive players who saw him wanted us to draft him solely so they could knock him out in practice. If anyone drafts him, my guess is that it will be the Cowboys with Jerry Jones doing a favor for Dion. You would think that having a Hall of Fame father would lead to advice against acting like a jerk, but he's not a team player. He's a me player. He's a young kid, and young kids make mistakes. But all this talk about God's plan and Sanders with the Sanders entourage, well, God's plan just humbled that young man and showed him his behavior stinks like the rest of us. My prediction is he'll be a backup and end up like another Johnny Manziel. If there's one person to blame for this, it's his father, who still hasn't learned anything at 57 years old, walking into Jackson State, then Colorado, dancing around like MC Hammer, trying to put the spotlight on himself during pre-games and halftimes. He's a total jerk-off.
This is just so insane. I'm so curious who else actually feels this way. That is
I think the whole NFL did. The whole NFL did.
That is the craziest statement ever.
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 And then you're like, okay, that's just one person that didn't see eye to eye with this kid and whatever, right? But when you take this is Shedeur at the NFL Combine at his interview. This is his press conference to the media at the NFL Combine, where he should presenting yourself like you're in a job interview. Everybody's assessing what you're doing.
Right.
Everybody's trying to figure out who these kids are, where they should get drafted. It's one of the most important press conferences of this kid's life, and this is what he says.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the coach, don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over. And I've done it over and over and over. So it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people got to say? You know who my dad is? They hated on him too. So it's like, it's almost normal. Without people hating, it's not normal for us. So we like diversity. We like everything that comes with the name. That's why we are who we are.
I just don't think that one's that bad, though.
The question is, why should NFL teams pick you? And he's like saying how teams should want to change their culture. And that if they don't want to change their culture and they don't want to like have like a different way of like a different energy in their locker room, then they shouldn't pick him.
Right, but
it's
don't you
like,
feel like some teams are trying to have that?
Yeah, but like he's saying that he's done it over and over and over, and he's proven it over and over and over. My dog, what have you done? What have you done?
Right.
You went to Jacksonville State, which is a small-ass college, and yeah, you were the guy there. You guys didn't even win a championship in the second level of college football. Then you go to Colorado. What did you change there?
Right. What did he change?
Nothing.
Oh.
They were a subpar team. They barely won any games.
So I'm confused then. How is he getting drafted by the NFL if he's not? Like, how is he so far up in the rankings then?
Because
what do you mean if he wasn't that good?
Because he is talented. He's like, he's projected to be like an average quarterback and like starting quarterback in the NFL. If he had a good head on his shoulders, like talent-wise, sure. But there's so much more to just being able to throw a football well.
Right.
To be an NFL quarterback, you have to be mentally strong. You have to be a leader of men. You have to have a good head on your shoulders. You have to be accountable.
Right.
You're basically like the CEO of the company.
Right.
You're the go-to guy.
Right.
And you don't have to always say the right things or be this model person, but to be in a press conference like that is probably the biggest press conference of your life, and you're telling general managers and decision makers and owners in the NFL of telling them what they should be doing. Like, would you want that if you were owner or general manager? Or would you rather have someone that is just as talented and probably easier to work with?
Right.
There's already so many egos in the NFL and professional sports in general.
Right.
So
everyone thinks that they're the best.
Everyone thinks that goes unsaid. So what sets you apart? He didn't answer it.
Right.
He's like, you know who my dad is, and it's like that's the problem.
Right.
Everything's back to your dad.
But his dad was a good player.
His dad was a Hall of Famer.
Interesting.
His dad played baseball and football.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
Deion Sanders was incredible.
He played in the MLB, right?
Played in the MLB. He's the first person ever to play in a World Series game and then an NFL game in the same day.
Is he the only person ever?
Ever.
That is so crazy.
Crazy.
No, it's insane.
Freak athlete.
Yeah.
The whole family is freak athletes. But the difference is that this kid has never had to learn. Like, he's never had to have anyone be his coach other than his dad. So, you take all that into account. And
right, how is he going to learn from somebody else if they're not his dad?
And do those quotes or the long quote that I read from that executive prove that he is ready to learn from anybody other than his dad?
Right.
That he'll respect any coaching? That he'll respect anyone giving him any sort of constructive feedback?
Right.
I don't think so.
But the Cleveland Browns picked him.
The Cleveland Browns picked him in the 5th round. And
he's not going to be their number one quarterback, right?
He may. He very well may.
Do you think that he's just going to come out and be amazing though?
He could. This could be what he needed to a reality check.
But do you think that this is even a reality check though? Because it's like he still got drafted. You know what I mean?
No, but that's embarrassing. He was supposed to go top 5 picks. He barely won in the top 5 rounds.
But, is that really that embarrassing?
Yes, that's incredibly embarrassing. It's embarrassing to go from, top 5 to being selected in the 20s.
Really?
Yes.
But,
people talk about Aaron Rodgers when he dropped. He was supposed to be a top 10 pick, and he was taken in, 24 by the Green Bay Packers. And it was like, oh, my God, he's dropping. Oh, my God, he's dropping further. He's dropping further. And it's like, oh, shit.
So, that's really, that big of a deal, though.
Yes. Yes.
Damn.
But he may still be a start. Like, he's still going to compete for a starting job.
Right.
The difference is that it's less of a risk for the team because they did not invest as much in him.
Because the higher you are in the draft, the more you get paid.
Yes, that's a big part of it. But also, the higher you are in the draft, it's just a larger investment. Think about it, you're picking from a larger pool of players. So it's like every draft pick that goes down.
So, like, if the Browns didn't pick him then, do you think he would have been picked at all?
Eventually, yeah. But Lord knows by who.
Right. Damn. And the Cleveland Browns, like, don't care. Like, they'll take anyone at this point.
No, they took a quarterback before him, and I think that this pick came from ownership because they showed, like, a video of the Browns draft room, like the head coach, the general manager, and their scouts. Like, once the pick was announced, and, like, everyone was, like, deadpan.
Which means what?
They were just like this.
Like, they didn't care.
They didn't care. When, like, they show every other time them or anybody else picked anybody, they were, like, high-fiving. Like, it was, like, a celebration. Like, we got our guy. Like,
But, like, for
him.
anybody else, they were doing that?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
so every other time they showed the picking room,
The draft
everyone
room,
was cheering, even in the 5th round.
Yes, because, like,
But that one was the only one that was like that?
I'm sure there was others. I didn't see any.
Oh, okay.
Like, not that serious. Like, crack a smile. Like, be a little happy. But no, the coach didn't seem happy. That, like, he has to now. This is his problem. And, like, I can't imagine wanting a guy like that in my meetings.
But it's just, like, interesting to me because it's, like, so then, like, why did, like, Gatorade sponsor him? Like, if he's that much of a pain in the ass and, like, they could have
Gatorade
picked
doesn't have to deal with them.
But, like, they could have picked
Gatorade
somebody else.
All Gatorade wants is the most amount of views. All these sponsorships want.
So, like, are people going to, like, pull out from their brand deals with him because they don't?
It'll slow down. They will slow down.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
You
they
think?
will slow down.
From just this draft situation?
No, I think it'll slow down slowly. He's still a big name. If anything, like, he'll probably get a few more brand deals because he's the only thing people are talking about coming out of the draft.
Right.
Like, they're talking more about him. Do you know who the first pick overall was?
I do.
Who?
Travis
Hunter, his teammate?
Yeah,
He,
right?
He was a second pick.
Oh, I thought, wasn't it the guy that won the Heisman, Travis?
Yeah.
It's not him.
No.
Who was it? Cam Newton? What's his name?
Cam Ward.
Cam, yeah. It was Cam. Cam
Right.
and Travis.
Right. Cam Ward was
Who's Cam Ward again?
he's a quarterback.
Oh,
was-
of what?
He was a quarterback for the University of Miami.
Oh, he's good. Obviously, he got picked first, but
Yeah, he got picked first to the Tennessee Titans.
they need a quarterback.
They needed a quarterback. Right? And there's actually videos that came out of Shedeur and Cam Ward working out together prior to the draft.
Yeah.
And the videos are crazy. Like, Shedeur's, like, talking shit, and Cam Ward's talking shit back. Like, they're going back and forth with one another. But, like, for example, Shedeur's like, yo, we got to get you on a rap. Like, you have to rap with me. Like, we have to get you on a song. And Cam Ward's like, nah, dog. Like, I just play football. And Shedeur's like, nah, dude. Like, is football the only thing you do? Like, you ain't got no other hobbies outside of football? And Cam Ward's like, I'm focused on football. Like, when people look up my name, I want it to say American football. And Shedeur's saying, it's like, that's crazy, dog. Like, that's crazy. Like, that two completely different headspaces, right?
Right.
And, like, that's the difference. Like, you can be as talented as you want, but, like, someone's completely focused on being great at their craft, and the other person is focused on everything else that comes with it. The money, the partying, the brand deals, the social media.
I feel like it's hard though because it's like there is also room for those players.
There are.
It's just embarrassing where it's like obviously like there is also room for players like that, and I feel like that's what part of makes like the NFL. But it's like it just. I don't know. It just seems like a lot. You know what I mean?
It's just like any other.
It's like ebbs and flow. Yeah,
it's like any other career, any other job.
But like no one's gonna take you like 100% serious. Then you know what I mean? Like if you're and like especially if he's not that good, like it's like then what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, still made to the NFL, but it's like, I don't know. It just seems so crazy to me that I guess this happened. Like, and then during like the draft, though, like to rewind a little bit, he got a prank call, right?
Yeah, he got a prank call from, it's come out, it's from this kid named Jax Ulbrich, a sophomore in college, saying that, hey, like, he pretended to be a general manager and was like, we're going to take it with this next pick. And then, like, psych, you have a lot longer to wait. See ya. But that's another thing. So, first of all, this Jax Ulbrich kid is the son of the defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons, Jeff Ulbrich. So, he's a son of an NFL coach.
Yeah. How did he get his dad's, like, how did he get this number? His dad's phone?
So, he went through his dad's iPad when he was home on spring break. So his dad says. That's the story. And so only NFL executives had Shedeur Sanders' phone number because he got a phone just for the draft, which a lot of players do to avoid this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because it's a thing that happens.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You get sent a phone?
No, he bought his own.
What?
He bought his own phone with his own number so he can communicate with NFL teams.
But then, like, what do you do after this is over? You get rid of the phone?
I don't know. I've never done it.
How do you know this?
Because I've read up on it.
Oh, you've read up that they get a phone. The NFL doesn't send one, though. They get their own.
Yeah. It's like someone getting a work phone.
Oh, okay.
And so only NFL executives and coaches had this number. So that's how they knew it was a leak from someone within the NFL. And then the video came out of him making the call.
Yeah.
And yes, that's how it all came together.
Turns
out, though, he wasn't, once again, it's like the Shedeur Sanders show. He wasn't the only person to get a prank call. There were multiple players that this kid called.
What?
But Shedeur Sanders is the one that everybody was worked up about. He's the one that felt the most, and it was the most dramatic.
Wait. Okay, first of all, what is wrong with this kid? Like, you have literally nothing better to do. That's, like, not even fucking funny.
It's not, once again, it's an entitled kid. Like, this kid, his dad's in the NFL as a coach. It's like, I can do no wrong.
Right. But, like...
Entitlement.
Right. Like, I don't know. I just, like, don't think that that's, like... Can you imagine? Like, prank calls are, like, funny when you're like, ha, ha, ha. Like, hee. Like, you're, like, stupid and you're in, like, the 7th grade. But, like, I don't know. This just seems, like, so intense. Like, I just, like... couldn't imagine, like, and like then it's also like you're jeopardizing like your parents' job.
Yeah, jeopardizing. His dad could get fired.
You think his dad's gonna get fired?
No, I think he would have gone fired already. I think if they didn't have a good story, and he didn't send an apology, like the son had to issue an apology that like Adam Schefter like posted.
So crazy! Oh my god, this is so stupid.
But that's crazy. That kid's an idiot. But like. Going back to Shedeur Sanders for 1 second, like another perfect example of like how this kid, the maturity just isn't there. Like after being drafted, he went to the club, which is normal. Going to the club is normal, especially at that age. Yes, that's normal. But having his own party at the club, and he came with briefcases, Louis Vuitton briefcases that his entourage was holding, full of cash. Millions of dollars worth of cash.
You're like, what? Like, this is just like
what
so
are you
crazy.
doing?
Like,
what are you trying to do? Like
right.
what? Like what are we doing?
Right.
You haven't played it down.
Right.
Like go party, go have fun with your friends, like go
right.
celebrate. You
right.
deserve to celebrate, but like why
right.
do you always take it that extra step?
Right. Right.
Like
yeah, it's a little crazy.
So then like you're like everyone look at me, but then when everything doesn't go your way, you're like stop looking at me like
right.
I don't know. It fucking bothers me.
Yeah, so overall, how are you feeling about it? All in all, how are you feeling?
Shedeur or the draft in general?
Shedeur.
I think it's what I've always said about Deion Sanders and like the Sanders group is that I have a hard time liking them because they are me people. Like Deion, for example, like he sets rules for his team and his players and his coaching staff that him and his sons don't have to abide to.
I always hated that.
And so like
you know when you were like playing and like you know when you're playing with like the person whose dad is the coach, and it's like, you know, they favor them. Obviously, they say that they don't, but they do, and you're just like, okay.
Who you trying to fool?
Right. Like, I couldn't even imagine what his teammates must have felt like with him.
Right, and then when he's, I know I'm going on in circles, but like just to put a loop on it, like, so then like where he started his college career was Jacksonville State because that's where his dad got a coaching job. When Deion Sanders got the job, he's like, I'm here because it's a HBCU, historically black college or university, right? Which is beautiful, right? It's a whole conference full of those universities, and they're very proud of that. And he's like putting all this energy, and like that's a selling point. Like we have to get these young men to come to these colleges and like build these programs and build these schools, and it's a great place to come, whatever, which they are, yes, 100%. But the first opportunity he got to leave, he left. And not once has he promoted that since. You know what I mean?
Right.
And not only did he leave, he took all his sons, Travis Hunter, and all the rest of the good players with him.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you were just fake.
Yeah.
There's no substance behind anything you say.
Damn. When one Shedeur closes, another opens.
Exactly. But the other thing that happened in the draft, when there was a bunch of other players that got selected, over 200 other players that got selected.
Yes.
And
sorry, we had to do a deep dive into that. Wow, that got heavy for a second.
Yeah.
We had to. I mean, that was like literally the craziest thing that's been going on.
Yes, absolutely. But my Patriots obviously had the best draft of any other NFL team. They addressed every issue that they had on their team. They got Will Campbell. They got They got Henderson, running back from Ohio State. They got so many studs. I mean, they got a kicker.
You needed one?
We need, Joey Sly was good last year, but we need a nice young kicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
They
always need something new and shiny.
Always.
So, like, you think that the Patriots are going to be good this year?
They got Williams, the wide receiver from Washington State. Do I think the Patriots are going to be good this year? They're going to be far more competitive.
I mean, they got a lot of players.
A lot of players.
How many players?
In the draft?
Yeah.
They got like 10 players in the draft.
That's a lot of people. How many people are on the field?
11.
They got a whole new roster.
Right.
So, like, now what's going to happen? They have to get rid of 10 people?
Every NFL roster has 90 guys at the beginning of training camp. 90.
So now how many are going to go into the
season?
Yeah.
So from the start of training camp to week 1 of the NFL season, they cut that 90 to 53.
But, like, are these 10 people that got drafted going to stay?
Not guaranteed.
Is any of them guaranteed?
The first few rounds, yes.
Okay.
Yes, because they have guaranteed money in their contract.
Got it.
But, like, rounds 5, 6, 7, no. Or after the draft, all the guys that didn't get drafted, they sign as undrafted free agents, and those aren't guaranteed spots either. Those are the least guaranteed spots.
Got it. But you're excited about your roster.
Yes, very excited about my roster. Very excited about what the Patriots did, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more excited. I haven't had hope like this in a long time. Are they going to win the Super Bowl? No. Are they even going to win the division? Probably not.
Giving you hope.
But do I have hope that they'll make the playoffs? I have hope.
Oh, my God. When one door closes,
another one opens. And then one quick tidbit about the NFL draft that I wanted to mention is that Kinshawn Judkins, the other running back from Ohio State, he was the first NFL player ever to be drafted while he was taking a dookie.
Oh my God!
He got
what
the
do
call.
You mean?
He got the call, and they announced it on the TV. And like his family was looking at the cell phone on the couch do we answer it?
What did they do? Did they answer?
Huh?
Did they answer?
No, but then it was announced, and he came back and he's like, ah! My man was taking a dookie.
No, and duty calls.
Yeah.
Wait, why? Why was he going to the bathroom?
He had to take a shit.
But, like, this is the thing. Guys in their bowels, like, you just don't understand it in the same way that girls do. Like, it's like, if this is like a women's draft, there's no way that that would remotely happen. It's like, guys are like, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And girls know that's like, no, during certain things, like, you have to hold it and keep
Girls
your
don't poop.
composure. Exactly. That's what you think, because we're able to hold and keep our composure. But, like, guys are like, oh, we gotta go. And then he's literally taking a shit while the fucking NFL team's calling him. Women are just, I mean, seriously, we are just a stronger breed.
Please.
It is. It's true. And you know it. Can you imagine? That would never happen.
Women are a stronger breed, but it's not because of not the inability to hold in your shit.
That's part of it. It's definitely part of it.
Let's move on to someone that exudes how strong a man can be. And that man is Gabriel Landeskog. I've mentioned him the past 2 episodes and the things you may have missed and things to look forward to. He is the captain of the Colorado Avalanche that has not played in 3 years because of his knee injury that he's been rehabbing. And not only did Gabriel Landeskog come back over the weekend and play his first game in 1,041 days.
Oh my God, what a way to make that longer.
But he scored a goal in his first game back.
Unbelievable.
And so I told you I was going to do a little bit more digging into what this injury actually was. So in May 2023, he underwent a cartilage transplant in his knee.
Ooh, girl, please. Mm-mm.
Yes, a procedure that is rare in the NHL and typically leads to extended recovery periods. His injury stems from a freak accident in the 2020 playoffs where he was sliced above the knee by a skate blade of his teammate.
Of his teammate?
By accident, yeah. His teammate like fell over and he was like coming in to support his teammate and the skate came up and like cut him right above his knee. But he played through it that playoffs, and even throughout the next season he played through it.
Why?
And he didn't. So it happened in the 2020 playoffs. He didn't get the surgery until May 10th, 2023.
But why?
Because he didn't think it was that bad.
Measling 2023 was last year.
No, it was 2 years ago.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Not me thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he had to do a whole cartilage transplant within his knee.
Where do you get cartilage from?
So it's a good question. You can either get the cartilage from a different place in your body or from a donor.
Where do you get it? A donor?
That didn't say.
What is cartilage? Like
feel your ear, top of your ear?
No. I like know like what that is, but like it's like a mix between like bone and
muscle. Like it's a hard.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I don't. Oh my God. Good for him though.
Yes.
For scoring a goal. We're proud of you for coming back to the NHL after you didn't even know if you were going to be able to play again. You crazy man. That's unbelievable. This is just crazy.
And so we talked about, I mentioned it in passing last week about his journey and how difficult he said it was. And there's actually a docuseries that he did that I really want to watch following him throughout this process. But he touched on the emotion of it after the game. And so actually before the game, obviously there was a lot of signs in the stands and like people chanting for him like Landy. But he said he really lost it when he saw his daughter and his son holding up a sign saying, "We're so proud of you, Daddy."
Oh my God, stop it.
He said, quote, "That was as close as I got to losing it during warm-up. When I looked over at the end and seeing their big smiling faces, they've probably been thinking that I've been lying this whole time that I play hockey."
Shut up. This is so crazy.
They were 1-2 when I last played, and now they're 5-4. They're growing up. We got another one on the way coming this summer. It just puts it in perspective how much time has passed. It's very special.
Oh my God, he literally is like, they think I'm a liar. Like, they think I don't play hockey. Oh my God, stop it. This is so Cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
It's
my
like
god.
we mentioned
stop.
last week. Like he like really dug into that and like he to get through this like this difficult time and like this rehab. He really had to like re-identify himself. He always identified himself as a hockey player.
Yeah.
But he does a great job of explaining the fact that like his life is way more than hockey now, and like he can actually enjoy it for like what it is and like at a completely different level, because of the perspective that he now has.
That is absolutely insane. And I feel like you always think of like when players are like out there doing their thing, like they don't see, or like they see you, but they're like so in the zone, you know what I mean? They don't see you, but like he was probably like taking it all in, you know? So like when he saw his kids, forget it. I'd be a bag of nuts or whatever.
crying
Like,
right
no,
now.
literally, I'm literally like, I do have tears in my eyes. I mean, it's so cute. It's so sweet. It's really sweet.
It is.
I really love that. So.
Yeah, so congratulations, Gabriel Landeskog. Welcome back. I think I'm going to have to be a Colorado Avalanche fan for the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah, how long are the playoffs?
They're still in the first round. They're tied 2-2 currently with the Dallas Stars.
And the Bruins are not in it.
The Bruins are not in it. The Bruins are playing golf somewhere.
That's unfortunate this time around.
Yes. But now I can be
So.
an Avalanche fan.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of people that are not in it or fucking completely lost it, we've talked about this almost
Speaking of people, avalanche.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
sincerely.
With the term avalanche.
This is another thing that I feel like we've talked about a bunch, but it just keeps on getting worse and worse
Oh, no.
and worse.
Oh,
And
no.
that person is Bill Belichick.
No.
So Bill is releasing a book called The Art of Winning from My Life in Football. So he had a sit-down conversation with CBS to promote his book,
This is really weird.
in which he wore a hoodie that had a bunch of holes in it,
Yeah, what?
where he looked like a wrinkly mess.
What was that? Like, why was he wearing that?
He's done stuff like that in the past, but it's like in the midst of the football season where it's like he probably just grabbed something random from like his closet.
Right.
Like this was a scheduled sit-down interview with CBS that he is promoting his book.
Right. Like,
So similar to Shedeur Sanders, like it's treated as a big deal.
Right, like even if you just have this like a T-shirt on, like it'd be okay. But like, why is there a hole? Like, why am I staring at your chest, Mr. Belichick?
Right, and it was the most cringe-worthy thing I've ever watched. I couldn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, how are you feeling? It's bad, right? The interview.
Listen.
The interview was bad. You didn't finish explaining it.
Okay, so let me just explain it. So to his left, really controlling the entire interview, was his girlfriend,
She's 24, right?
24-year-old Jordan Hudson, who he explains in the interview is the, quote, creative muse
Ew.
to his book.
I am so over the word creative muse to the art of winning my life in football. How does that even
She's been around for 5 minutes.
No, how does
You've coached for over 50 years. She's
No.
been around for the last 2.
How is she a creative muse for your life in football, sir? I'm like blink freaking twice, Mr. Belichick. This is crazy.
And as when they aired it, they couldn't ignore it.
Well, I think what happened is like they tried to interview him, but the
Right.
whole interview has really not turned out to be an interview, which turned out to be like something else. Like something else
bigger.
took over like the interview, and it was like the fact that she was there and like controlling the whole interview, and
Right.
like that's what like the interview has turned into,
Right,
where
well,
it's like media outlets and news outlets are like, is he okay? Because like this is what's happening.
Right. Well, even the interviewer himself in CBS, when they presented it on TV and even online, they say that
She was a
constant presence during the interview, and even jumped in certain points. For example, when the interviewer asked, how'd you guys meet? She is the one that said, we're not going to answer that. And then came up and walked over and interrupted the conversation and addressed him was standing up over Belichick and was talking to him.
How do you feel about your former head coach?
This woman, this girl, First of all, she looks like the devil. Like her when she's like, we're not gonna talk about that. Like
yeah, she looks crazy.
She looks possessed.
Possessed for real, for real. Things are weird over there.
I hate her.
Okay, let's not get crazy.
I don't like her.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's also
And
Belichick's fault.
It is very much Belichick's fault, and I feel horrible for all the players that Belichick has had in his coaching career, especially in the Patriots, where he's made strict rules about their families being around, about like causing problems between them and their families. Like think about the whole thing about Brady and Giselle and how they felt the need to leave for Tampa because she didn't feel like she was treated well or that he was treated well.
Weird.
And they felt like they had to go to Tampa to have some sort of like work-life balance.
So I was right all along.
No,
about
Giselle's still also the problem over there. Okay.
Yeah.
But
okay, well, don't be a weird like woman hater over there.
I'm not a woman hater. I'm just saying Giselle is wrong, and in the same position as Giselle is this Jordan Hudson girl's wrong. And there's
Bill Belichick's also wrong.
Bill Belichick is an idiot.
Yeah, for real.
Like this
the
guy.
The art of winning. It should be like the art of taking a. The art of giving it all away.
Literally,
the
art of just like
having it amount to nothing. Like literally, he's just like ruining himself. Like it's like literally weird.
For what?
Like for what? What are you doing?
Like, it's weird enough that you're dating this girl. Go date her and make it quiet. Like, don't bring her around the team.
Right? Like you're just like she's just like the worst.
How about you just have a sit down interview without her needing to interrupt?
Right? Like why? But like why is she also there? Like I get like she's there, but like why is she like saying like what you can and can't do? Like what the hell does this girl know? What's happening? Like, and then like how did you guys meet then?
Right. Because the story was that you guys met on
an airplane.
Apparently that's not the truth.
Yeah, that can't be the truth. Like, how do you think they actually met? For real, give me an answer. How do you think they met?
I bet like she slid into his DMs or he slid into her DMs or like something weird like that. Like
I don't think that's how it happened.
What do you think? How do you think it happened?
I don't know. I don't think that he just got he literally was calling Instagram Instaface.
It's true.
He just got an Instagram. I don't think he knows how to slide into a DM.
Okay, so you're right. You want to know what I think happened? It just came to me.
Yeah, go ahead. Give it to me.
He loves Nantucket.
Okay.
He spends most of his time on Nantucket, especially in the summer.
Okay.
I bet she targeted him. She wanted him and went to Nantucket and like basically found him and threw herself at him.
But like why? Like for
She's
Bill
possessed.
Belichick?
She's possessed. We have to move on.
She's possessed. Get this girl an exorcism because she needs it for real.
Get a Salem witch trial thing.
No,
going on
100%. They have to. He's from Boston area, right? Like get the Salem witches on them. 100%. That's probably why he had to leave Boston because the witches were after him after he started dating this one.
No doubt.
100%.
But like, do they think this like? What I'm really having a hard time with is like, she's your what's her position? She's
creative muse.
Yeah, but she's the chief operating officer of Belichick Productions.
I just like can't get behind like any. Wait, she's the chief operating officer of Belichick Productions. What's Belichick Productions?
I don't know. That's how she sends her emails, though.
COO of Belichick Productions.
Yes.
Like as if,
hey, she should be fired because whatever she's doing is not working.
As if like his brain is like a puppeteer and she's like. Belichick Productions. What is he producing?
Nothing.
Like what's going on? The book, The Art of Winning.
The other weird thing about the book.
Oh yeah, I want to ask you about this. I think I know what you're gonna say. Is it about the Robert Kraft thing? Yeah. What is it?
The interviewer asked him, like you did not mention Robert Kraft at all.
Not even acknowledgement.
In the acknowledgements, you didn't offer it at all. And just for context, for anyone that doesn't know, Belichick worked for Kraft for 24 years when he was a coach of the Patriots, and they won 6 Super Bowls together.
But like, why didn't he mention him though at all? Like, why do you think, like?
why do I think? Is I think that I could do a whole episode on this. What I honestly, my genuine opinion is that Belichick is, we talked about egos before, is the biggest egomaniac in the world. I think Belichick is an impossible person to work for, and he's just an egomaniac. Like,
Okay.
he's all about him, and he's the genius, and he's the guy that pulls the strings, and he's the guy that everything goes through. Like, that's what was his problem with Brady. And Kraft took Belichick's side in the Brady versus Belichick thing. But once the dust settled, Kraft is on record saying that he should have taken Brady's side. So, like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but the point I'm trying to get to is the fact that, like, everyone that, once the dust settles, everyone that worked with Belichick, he, like, cuts off. He can't respect.
What do you mean, who?
Kraft, Brady. Like, Brady and him are cool now, but, like,
Right.
that took years.
Right. Everyone that works with Belichick, you're saying no one can respect because they're fucking crazy, you think? Is that what it is?
I think he's fucking crazy. And, like, he doesn't respect any of them.
Got it.
And so then after like, their working relationship is over.
Like, are you going to want to read this book?
No, especially if this girl had her paws all over. Who knows? Like,
Her
what's true.
paws. Oh, my God. Her paws. Whenever people use that expression, I literally think of paws. Like, let me get my paws on those things. Like,
On the keyboard?
No, literally. Like, that's what I think. Like, she's signing things like COO and then, like, putting on, like, Smucker's, like, lipstick or something like that. Like, fucking this girl, please. She's younger than me. What is she doing with Bill Belichick? Let that man go to the early bird special, okay?
Literally.
Let him get his discount at the supermarket. Let him,
Imagine being, like,
let him
ex-wife
retire.
or,
Like, he can retire with the government and, like, pull out money and, like, they won't tax him. He's that old, Like, just let him do his thing, Let him be old. Let him just be old. Go play bingo, sir.
Well, similar to the Shedeur Sanders situation, like, do you think it's... I don't think... This shows a lot of reason as to why other teams did not hire him once the Patriots fired him.
Really, he looks like legit crazy.
He looks crazy, and I bet...
He looks crazy and, like, unkept.
And I thought they've only been together for, like, the past 6 months. According to that interview, they've been together for the past 2 years. So while he was going through the interview process last year for NFL teams and stuff...
No, I think we knew that.
2 years?
Didn't we know it's been longer than 6 months?
Obviously,
I was December.
I was exaggerating for 6 months.
I don't know how you feel. Okay, over there, you're spitting facts. You're spitting facts.
I did not think it was 2 years.
Well, maybe 2 years has just flown by for you, as it has for them because they're so in love. So, anywho, got into some more fun things.
Please, let's lighten it up.
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
Right?
I have a game for you.
Yeah.
We're going to call this, what sport does this person play?
Yeah.
So I have 5 names for you.
Right.
And you have to guess, what sport does this person play? They're all professionals, all very well-known professionals in their respective sport.
Yeah. Origin story to this is that you were, like, talking about someone in the car, and I was like, who? And you were like, you don't know who this is? I'm like, no. Who was it? I don't even remember.
Me neither, but you're like, what sport do they, like, do they play, like, tennis? And I was like, no, they, like, literally the leading scorer of the NBA.
Yeah. But we were talking about football, so it was, like, kind of hard. But anyway, yeah. So then it turned into we should do this on the pod, and now here we are, and so it's born. I'm just, you know what I am? Your creative muse for this game. I'm the COO of Silveira Productions. Double Dose Productions, truly.
Thank God. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Number 1, easy one.
Yeah,
you know this one.
Okay.
Yana?
So all I have to do is guess the sport.
Yes, and if you got to guess the sport, maybe we could take it a step deeper. What team do they play for?
Go for it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
NBA, easy.
You know what team?
Antetokounmpo, the Wolves.
No.
Timberwolves.
It's the same team. No.
Oh, the Mavericks.
No.
I saw his name like that big on that kid yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
Is it green?
Yep. It's right part of the country as Minnesota, like that northern middle part.
Is it Minnesota?
No.
Timberwolves.
So that's everyone-
Oh. That's it. I'm
it
not
was a
gonna
state
guess.
that I was
I'm
supposed
not
to go on a
gonna-
golf trip. It was a
Listen
state.
to me. Wisconsin.
Yes.
Milwaukee Bucks. That's what I said. What did I say the first time?
The Wolves.
Whoa.
Then the Timberwolves. And then the Mavericks, and then the Timberwolves.
Okay, fine. I'm not gonna guess the teams. Don't please.
All right.
I can't. That's gonna
Leon
be.
Draisaitl.
I'm sorry.
Leon Draisaitl.
You did a different team every time, though, right? Like a different sport every time, or you picked like people. Like, is it gonna be NBA?
There's
NBA?
variety.
There is variety.
There may be one sport or two sports that have multiple.
Okay. Say it again.
Leon Draisaitl. It's on the paper.
Oh, Leon Draisaitl. Ooh. Oh, Leon. I'm gonna try to guess based on name. MLB.
NHL. Plays for the Edmonton Oilers.
Still plays?
Yes.
Don't know him. Is he good?
Very.
I don't know him.
OG Anunoby.
Oh, Wanta Kenobi.
OG Anunoby.
OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby. And he's good?
Yeah, he's good. He's good at what he does.
OG Anunoby.
5.
NBA?
Yes.
I knew it. I just guessed. I literally just guessed because you said before. Wow. Okay.
Plays for the
NBA.
New York Knicks.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing. That's so embarrassing.
Cody Bellinger.
I feel like I've heard that name.
You have. We've talked about him.
Bellinger. MLB?
Yes.
Wow, I guessed on that one
New
too.
York Yankees.
Oh my god.
Your favorite team.
No, this is like this is like low-key embarrassing. The Knicks and
Bijan
the-
Robinson.
Oh. The NFL. I'm not even gonna lie to
You
you.
went 4-1.
No, like I actually cannot lie to you. Like I guessed, like except for the first one, I guessed on all of them.
Yeah, you went 4. You got 4 out of 5. That's tremendous. Great job, Bubba. We're proud of you.
Thank you. That's like honestly just reasonable deduction or whatever it's called. What's it called? You know when people like can find the
Process of elimination.
yes,
AKA reasonable deduction.
yeah, that's what it is. No, it is reasonable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
When you look at the Latin word, that's why I was like trying to look at the Latin word for some of them.
The Latin word.
Yeah, you know when you like look at the Latin word, you like try to figure out what it means. So that's why I'm like Bijan Robinson. I'm like NFL. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. It's time.
It's time
for your sick puppy and interesting cat of the week.
Well, we have no interesting cat. We only have 2 sick puppies.
Okay. That's
I
okay.
couldn't find an interesting cat.
And that's okay. And some weeks there are going to be 2 sick puppies.
First is cornerback from the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champion Eli Ricks. Okay? The Philadelphia Eagles today, Monday, April 28th.
I have no idea.
Yep. They attended the White House, as every championship team does, right? And Eli Ricks got his Twitter fingers going
Oh, God.
about his love for Ivanka Trump.
What?
And he was not afraid to broadcast it on Twitter with a series of 3 tweets.
Oh, no.
I still call it Twitter. I still call it tweets. I know it's X. I don't know.
Like, what are you going to call it? X's? What do you call them? What are they
An
called?
X post.
That's what it is, an X post?
Yeah, I like tweet better.
Yeah, tweet, retweet, like subtweet. It's like,
Right.
we still use the same terms.
Tweet 1. Quote, Donald Trump daughter is beautiful. Damn.
What?
Tweet 2. After seeing her in person, Ivanka is exactly my type.
Oh, no.
And then tweet 3 was just a retweet of a journalist posting pictures of Ivanka Trump, of her appearance at the White House for the Super Bowl
no.
gathering.
He's like really trying to shoot his shot,
He's
huh?
really trying. I think she's married or engaged.
I think she is too. Wow, this is interesting. Can you imagine being at the White House, like shooting your shot, like My Date with the President's Daughter?
Yeah.
Remember that Disney movie?
Yeah.
My date with the president's daughter.
Yeah.
My date with her. I always thought that was so cool. Like Secret Service around. Like that must be so crazy and cool. Because like you're always protected.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like it would be crazy because it's like you're always protected, but like you're always at risk. You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason why you have to be protected.
Exactly. Like if I had Secret Service walking around, I'd feel so nice. I'd be like, oh my God, this is like amazing. Like I don't have to worry about a damn thing. But then it's like, but why is Secret Service around?
All you need around you is Kevin Caba. You feel so safe when you have Kevin Caba by you.
Oh, 100%. Kevin Caba is my Secret Service. Like when I'm with you and Kevin Caba, like I literally have Secret Service with me. I'm like, please, I got my team. My COOs of Eden Productions.
Yeah.
My muses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Your security.
my security, my detail.
And then the other sick puppy, I debated on making an interesting cat, but it's a sick puppy, is Lan Larison. He's a Patriots undrafted free agent, so he went undrafted, but he signed with the Patriots after the draft. Okay? And the reason being, so he went to UC Davis, but the reason why he's a sick puppy is that when he was in high school, he was the #1 steer wrestler in the country. You know what a steer wrestler is?
Was this a cow?
Yeah, when you jump off the horse and you wrestle the cow down.
What is literally like what happens to people in like the West, the South? Like literally what happens?
Cowboys.
No, like I do not understand like why? Why? When they like tip cows, why? When you like move barrels of hay, why?
You have to.
No, but like why?
Because you have to survive. That's how you survive. You live off the land.
Who? Who's living off the land anymore? Who does that? It's 2025. Amazon it. I don't understand. Like, you don't have to steer, cattle, wrestle. Whatever the fuck it is. What is it?
Steer wrestle.
Like, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't need to physically wrestle an animal that's weight is in tons. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't need that. You don't need to do that. Like, you don't need to do that.
Would you ever go to the running of the bulls?
No, I don't want to get injured. I don't have my security around. If Kevin Cobb going to be with me, fine. But, like, otherwise, no. Would you?
No. I would no. No, I wouldn't like any part of it.
See? Like, I just don't understand, like, why put yourself in harm's way with, like, an animal like that? I just don't understand. Like, you don't have to do that.
Since growing up, being from the my family being from the Azores, like, a thing that they do in the Azores is, like, the releasing of the bulls.
Like, you don't have to do that. Like, you just don't have to be part of that.
Idiots that, like,
No,
tempt
like,
the bull.
it's so
and,
crazy.
Then they're like, oh, like, Manuel down the street he died because he got a freaking horn through his chest. Like, it's so sad. Like, I feel bad for his family. Then you watch the video and Manuel was just, like, tapping the bull on the nose and, like in the middle of the street doing a jiggy. Not expecting the bull to come put his horn in his fucking
I mean,
heart.
it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just ridiculous at this point. Like, why? There's just no point. There is no point other than the bull's horn.
But I am excited about this land character.
Steer Russell, I mean, he's literally strong as an ox.
Country strong, baby.
No, it's like a different level of strong, for real. Like, that's like, what's his name that wrestled the Bears?
Yeah.
Kolmanov or Pitchkov or what the hell's his name from the UFC?
Yeah, I'm blanking.
Khabib, yeah. Kolmanov. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
No, his last name was Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, Khabib wrestling fucking bears. Like, this is giving the same energy. Like, why are you doing that?
He's struck and strong.
Like, what? Like, if you can wrestle a bear, like, you don't belong here. Like, go live amongst them then. Like, don't do this, please. Like, you're not one of us. You're not one of us. I'm at Whole Foods fucking picking up, like, snacks. You know what I mean? Like, you're out here wrestling bears.
Right.
We're literally a different breed of human.
Oh, no doubt.
So, figure it out. But great, sick puppy, interesting cat, and great game. I like the game.
Thank you.
I'm here for a game.
Things you may have missed. Another undrafted free agent signing for the New England Patriots was a young man from, where the hell did it go?
Yeah, I don't know what you're about to say. I'm like looking down at the paper as if you're about to say something, and you're not.
Shit.
And you're not.
I didn't write it down.
Wait, Tyler Shogue?
Whoa. Take it easy.
Take it easy. You're not. I'm trying to read things over here.
Another
Take it easy.
another
Take it
undrafted
easy.
free agent signing by the Patriots was Hector Johnson from Endicott College.
Oh, coming off the heels of last week asking if people were drafted from that, and they said not likely.
He wasn't drafted, but he signed with the Patriots.
That's pretty crazy. Can you imagine?
So he's in the same shoes as a Shedeur wrestler. They're going to show up to camp, rookie camp next week, and
That's
try
exciting.
to make the team.
Good for him. Good for you, Endicott. An Endicott alum. Do you have any words to say as an Endicott alumni? You should reach out to him. Have him come on the pod.
Yeah, I would love to.
Are you going to? No.
Yes, I will. I'll reach out to Hector.
Okay. Just saying.
Hector, we are so proud of you. All the Gulls, everyone that's ever been affiliated with Endicott College, especially Endicott College football, could not be more proud, more excited to see what you do and be pulling for you. I cannot wait to see all your success, and go Gulls.
Go goals. Caw.
The Dodgers hosted date night at Dodger Stadium. So it was a promotional game, right? The cool thing that they did is that they had the wives and girlfriends of the players pick their walk-up songs for the day.
I'm absolutely obsessed.
So some songs that were picked were Pony by Genuine.
I don't know if I know that one. Do you know it?
I have a hard time remembering that one as well. But it sounds like a funny one.
Pony by Genuine? Why Oh. Be careful, copyright. We might get shut down.
Hot in Her by Nelly.
It's getting hot in her.
Mesmerized by Ja Rule and Ashanti.
I'm having a hard time with that one. You have to be careful, though, because otherwise they're going to take down our YouTube video, and these people are never going to get to hear. Oh, cute.
And He Could Be the One by Hannah Montana.
Oh, I would totally do something like that for you. Like, I would either go one of each. Like, I would either do, like, Hot in Here or, like, He Could Be, like, Hannah Montana. Like, it's either, like, one or the other, you know?
Right.
What would I pick for you? Oh, I would do something, like, crazy.
What would you do?
I don't know. I would have to think about it a little bit. Hot in Here is a good one. Like, I think that would be really
What would
funny.
be your walk-up song? If you could pick one for yourself.
Oh my God, I feel like I would have so many. It would depend on like where I was. Like obviously I'd be drafted in New York, so I'd be like start spreading the news. But like I'm leaving today. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, there could be literally so many. Black Yellow. Like,
I'd pick Candy Shop for you.
I'll take you to the candy shop. That'd be crazy. I don't know what I would pick for you. Like some bartender, probably, since you're my bartender, the resident bartender. I like the bartender. I love that. That's actually so cute. Get the wives involved. Come on. They're their creative muses.
Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti.
Oh, yeah.
Can't read.
It's just when you say it with the accent, that's what helps.
Ancelotti?
Yeah, like that's.
Ancelotti?
I don't know what.
Carlo Ancelotti.
Why are you not giving the T at the end?
Ancelotti?
No, like you're giving like, you know, when people do like prosciutto instead of like prosciutto.
Oh, he's
or whatever.
Italiano.
Yeah. Oh, he is?
I think.
Oh, for Christ's
I have no idea where this man's from. All I know is that Brazil just agreed to a contract with him for him to become the next coach of Brazil.
Oh, that's exciting.
After the Real Madrid season's over.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. You don't know his name.
He's come from Real Madrid, and he's doing a great job over there, and he's coaching a bunch of Brazilians like Endrick. like Rodrigo, like Vinny Jr., okay? He's getting the best out of them, and it's one of those things where these players always perform well there, but don't always perform well for the country.
Okay.
So it's a brilliant move to get him
Bring him while he can take the players.
and get the best out of them.
Yeah, I like that.
And I love it. Even though I can't pronounce his name or don't know where he's from,
Yeah.
all I know is that he does what he has to do, and he does it until he won't get done.
Ancelotti.
And that's what.
That's right.
Stephon Diggs.
What happened? Cardi B? They broke up. What is it? They're together. She's pregnant? What is it?
Allegedly.
What?
I saw right before we hopped on
Don't
that
break
his
my
side
heart.
piece
No.
posted a picture of him and her and then deleted it real quick.
But like, is it recent or was it like an old
That's
one?
what I'm saying. Allegedly. I don't know. It might be an old one.
Maybe she was like going through and wanted attention. Like I can't. Don't
Right.
put negativity like that on this podcast.
Right.
Don't.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't
Yeah.
bring it up.
Whatever.
Right? But it's not true.
It's not. I'm not gonna manifest that for him or for her.
No, we're going to see her in the box and you're going to
Yeah.
go to every
Exactly.
Patriots game.
Exactly.
Okay? I have an eyelash in my eye. Tyler Shaw.
I have no idea.
Have a hard time with names this podcast.
You've been carrying the team this podcast. Like I won't even lie. Like I feel like I've just been sitting, chilling, listening, vibing.
No, not really.
Oh, thanks.
Was the last person ever drafted to NFL that was born in the 1990s.
Why is it the last person ever?
Because we're old.
It doesn't mean anything. There could be people from the 1990s from college. In college,
He was
so
the last one. He was the last one playing major college football that was born in the 1990s.
there could be someone else.
He was
though.
27 years old. How many college students do you know that are 27 years old?
Don't be disrespectful. That's literally crazy.
We're old.
No, we're not. Okay, like you're making it like century old. Like we're not like 1900s old. You know what I mean?
To our dreams of becoming professional athletes.
Oh my god, kiss him fucking goodbye.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Oh my god.
Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
Goodbye. No more NFL. You could fucking be a GM. Wouldn't you rather be a GM than a fucking Tyler Show?
I'd rather be a
Or an
quarterback.
owner?
Quarterback.
Yeah. A quarterback? You would never want to be a quarterback.
I was never good enough to be a quarterback.
You were always good enough to be a quarterback. You
I had
just
nice
want
hands.
to do it.
Nice hands, but not a nice arm.
No. I love your arms, so
Oh, thanks.
for the better.
Full-time pipe fitter Malcolm Wellmaker gets a knockout in his first UFC fight.
Good for him.
Has a full-time.
Yeah, this is
fitter.
construction strong. Like this is what makes me like. It's not cowboy strong. It says construction strong, and like construction strong makes sense to me because like you're out here fitting pipes, lifting steel, you doing the thing. You're having your lunch on the beam, you know.
Literally.
But like, don't wrestle a cow, and then we're fine.
I showed you a video of like his training regimen. While
Yes, yes.
Like so in the morning, like he's at work at 6 a.m.
Right, but this is what these people do.
and then like at night he's training every night.
This man's a psychopath. Like I would not fuck with him.
Duh.
Yeah,
Just knocked out another UFC fighter.
Yeah, no. Good for him though. Seriously, like don't quit your 9 to 5.
He can now.
Yeah, well you can now.
Congratulations.
But, right. Congrats on your knockout, but this is like that's what it talks about. You know when people do like those YouTube videos of like this is my 9 to 5 before my 5 to 9.
Yeah.
That's like literally him doing construction work and like whatever, and then 9 to 5 5 to 9 he's just knocking people out.
Yes.
Yeah.
On his spare time.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know who Elza Gonzalez is?
No.
Me neither. So I won't even say it. I just saw a Barstool thing about how she's like some model in Europe and like she's dating a tennis player and like his whole new strategy is having her courtside and like he's like ever since they started dating like he's been performing really well because
Maybe if I saw a picture of her, he's been performing well because his girlfriend's there.
yes.
It's like actually kind of cute though. Wouldn't you be performing better if I was sitting there?
Duh.
So it makes sense. It's cute. Good for him.
This is Stephon Diggs' post, by the way.
No, I'm not gonna. Don't. That's an old post. Like I'm not gonna subscribe.
It is an old post.
It is. Like there is no way. I'm not subscribing. I don't know who that is, but good for him. I like that if he wants her there, like, cute. Like, I like that he feels like he's doing better because his lady's there and she's there supporting him. But, like, it's also crazy because it's like, look at the difference between Bill Belichick and Jordan and this guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's actually being better. Like, Bill Belichick's not doing better. He looks like elderly abuse.
It is.
It's sad.
Things to watch: NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, and the Double Dose podcast.
Of course, the Double Dose podcast, your favorite podcast that, you know, if you ever miss us, you can always listen to the past 119 episodes.
Yes.
And if you've already watched and listened to all of them, just check us out on Instagram and TikTok. We're uploading so many clips, so many fun things. We're just out here always just being the best because you're the best. You're the best co-host a gal like me could ask for. These are the best listeners that we could ever ask for. Thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of your favorite Sports Drama podcast, The Double Freaking Dose. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you.
Have a great rest of your week, everybody.
Let's go. Have the best week ever.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.